Now, here's a question for you. Do you decorate the outside of your home for the holidays? Suzanne has not only dressed her house, she's created wonderful wintry decor for her neighbors. Suze, you are the best.
Aw, thanks, Tracy. Yes, I have these amazing neighbors, Keith and Lawrence, and I thought they're honestly the best neighbors in the neighborhood. They wave to everyone, they put water out for the dogs, and I thought we need to do something special for the holidays for them and take advantage of their beautiful house. It has lots of zones, which made it perfect for decorating for the holidays. I think we have a before shot of their house before we came, and you can see that there's so many great areas for me to do fun things for it. We took inspiration from a kind of classic rustic lodge look, so you have to imagine red and black checks, lots of greenery, lots of woody organic accents and flannel materials, knits, that kind of thing, so that it would feel really cozy and warm, kind of masculine. We did a big shop at HomeSense and Marshalls and Winners to get everything that you see here. And the first thing that I have to point out is the front door, because if you're a bit of a lazy decorator, which a lot of us can be, the only thing I'd say you have to do is put a wreath on your front door, and you're going to say happy holidays right away, because that's where your eye goes usually when you walk by someone's house, is to the front door. So we got a big beautiful wreath with lots of pine cones, lots of layers, just to decorate that front door perfectly.
Lovely. Now, I'm guilty of doing this in my neighborhood. I walk down the street and I'm looking through people's big front window, and I love that you can see the Christmas tree from outside.
I know, isn't it beautiful? So that is an 8-foot tree. It's a faux tree. It fits the bay window perfectly. And if you have a bay window on your house, they're made for Christmas trees, for putting the tree there.
Now, you do have an outdoor tree as well.
Okay, so HomeSense has fabulous faux cedar trees. So we have a bunch of them, actually. We have one by the front door in an elevated stand, so it just gives it some height, which is really nice. And then I love using these faux trees just to fill in corners, like dead space, and it adds to that sort of forested feel that we were trying to go with here.
Really nice. Now, I love this. You've got a spot for your neighbors to enjoy a hot drink outside.
We have so many spots, Tracy.
Nice.
So we did, I know, we did a little patio setup down by the bottom of the stairs. We did a bistro table and 2 outdoor chairs. And then if you move over to the other side of their front yard, they have so much hardscaping in their front yard that we took advantage of it. This area with the 2 lounge chairs, that's actually an annual planting bed that's lush in the summer. But because they die back every winter, we just put a piece of plywood on top, just got it at a local hardware store, and rolled out some cocoa mat on top, and suddenly we have a nice surface for them to put their 2 chairs on. Again, big comfy armchairs for outdoor living, and the key is to take your cue from the Nordic style and add lots of blankets. If you're out in ever traveled in Europe and you see that in the winter they put blankets everywhere for people to cozy up with, we have some really great comfortable throws from HomeSense that are just so cozy. When I was setting this up, I actually curled up under that checkered one when I was here. And then I can imagine that, you know, with your caramel popcorn, a bottle of wine, a couple of glasses, you're going to feel very après-ski out here, especially on a sunny day.
My guess is, and I think I know this, your neighborhood is much like my neighborhood in the sense that there's a lot to see if you're just sitting on the porch or sitting in the front yard. There is tons of activity and tons of foot traffic, so this is perfect. And I have to mention that I love all of the lights too, Suze.
Yes, we went crazy on lights. I think lighting is really important. It's sort of like inside your house. You're setting a mood and creating ambiance. So I always advise people to take a look at the architecture of the space and highlight a key feature. So here they have this beautiful wrought iron fencing that goes around the perimeter of the yard. So we just wrapped the lighting around that railing and then layered it up with greenery, and that gives you a nice kind of sort of ethereal effect. It's not too bright, it's nice and soft. A key thing to have when you're putting your lighting up on your railings are these little zip tags, because that makes it so much easier than tying with bows or string. This will make your life way better.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So it looks beautiful and festive, and there's something else for people walking by to look at, right?
Yes, so this, we even have an illuminated reindeer with a sled, just to give a little bit of magic. I think this time of year, especially more than ever this year, we need lots of magic. And Tracy, in a few minutes, I'm going to show you what we did at my own front porch down the street.
Okay, so everyone get your notebooks and your pens out. She's going to help you with your own holiday decor. Earlier in the show, Suzanne showed us how she decorated the front of her neighbor's house for the holidays, and now she's outside her own home. And Suze, it is so pretty.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, if you're lucky to have a front porch like we do, it's just so great for taking advantage of being outside because it's covered, so you're safe from the elements. And I spent so much time out here this summer on this porch, looking at the park across the way, and I decided to make this decorating approach for winter decorating very pretty, very feminine, kind of frosty, a little bit sparkly, a little bit glamorous. And because it's just my husband and I living here, I wanted it to be a little bit romantic as well.
Ooh, I think check, check, check. You accomplished the goals. It looks like a great place to snuggle up. So tell us what you did.
Okay, it really is a great place to snuggle up. So the first thing we did was we approached the lighting. Always key to get your lighting right. Just like inside, you want to set the mood and create ambiance. So on this, what we did here was we put the outdoor lights, just wrapped it around the railing. Super simple. The railings and the pickets keep it in place so you don't have to worry about securing it. And because my railings are nice and wide and chunky, it feels really lush and full, especially at night when it's dark and they're really twinkly. We also added lighting and we have lots of lanterns, battery operated candles, so they're super safe, and then a little tree as well with some more lighting. So just making sure that there's lots of intimate lighting around us.
Gorgeous and warm. Now, you also have a double front door. So what did you do there?
Yeah, the double front door is a little tricky. So this is a Victorian house. A lot of the houses in the neighborhood are Victorian. They often have the double door. So it meant that we couldn't hang a single wreath on the door. You just bang your head on it every time. So instead we put our emphasis on the urns on either side of the door and really made them lush and full. I bought store-bought planting arrangements, made sure that I measured them so that they would fit inside.
Now, you will be enjoying drinks with your hubby on the veranda. So tell me a little bit about how you envision that.
100%. We'll be having lots of bubbly and wine out here. So what we did was I took a coffee table. It's a teak coffee table from HomeSense, so it's great for outdoor living. And because it's a little bit wide, it creates a nice surface to put lots of food, snacks, drinks right by the door again. And because it's generous, we loaded it up with decor to set that mood. So a little tree. We even have a sparkly reindeer because I think it's nice to have a little bit of whimsy. I think every Christmas house needs a little bit of whimsy to make it feel special.
Yeah, it's that time of year. You don't take yourself so seriously, right? Have a little bit of fun. So it's really pretty.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your seating area.
Okay, so this is the main, obviously, area where you're going to hang out. The first thing I did is I rolled out a rug. This is an indoor-outdoor rug, and you can see that it's not too big, so if you want to get it out of the way, it's super easy to just get it inside if you're worried about the weather. But as soon as I rolled out this rug, this porch was transformed. It suddenly felt very cozy, very intimate, and finished. And it also covered up all my chipped up paint on my porch, which is a great thing. And then over here, we did lots of cushy cushions, so knitted feel, and I added hot water bottles. I kicked it old school with hot water bottles and cute little knitted covers to keep us warm. And these really do work, I have to say. And every chair has a throw. We've got throws at the ready in a hamper over here. And we've got on the table a sparkly tray just to give you a little bit of gold sparkle and play up that sort of romantic vibe.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Now, I know you always like to dress a space with florals. So what have you done outside there?
So I got eucalyptus, and what I love about eucalyptus is that it smells so great. So, and even if it dries out over time, it still looks good. So I would stay away from the fresh blooms. You don't want those. They're just going to die in the weather out here. But the eucalyptus and anything that's a little bit branchy will dry and look beautiful, and you can always pull it inside and make it last through the season, which I think is a great tip.
Perfect, Suzanne. I'm going to take some of those ideas for my own front porch, make it all cozy.